Hey, welcome to the box office breakdown for the weekend of July 1st through the 3rd. Now, I know this tends to be sort of a 4-day weekend, but the 4th is today, so I'm just going to give you the estimates, and the numbers should pretty much hold as far as positions-wise. They'll just make a little bit more money than we're reporting this week. Speaking of numbers that we're reporting, I have to call myself out. Last week, I was very excited to predict that Top Gun Maverick would retake the #1 spot. And it did in the estimates for a very brief time for less than $200. However, as I also said, the actuals would be coming out the next day, so that could change. And it did change. So last week, the King, Elvis, did claim the #1 spot by a few million. So not just, a couple of $100 like it was estimated. So Elvis was the king at #1. Top Gun Maverick was at #2. Those were the actuals once the weekend was said and done. But that's what you do when you report these, and the time you report them, you're going off estimates, and sometimes that happens. So just calling myself out, keeping it real. All right, guys. Now, this is for the weekend of July 1st through the 3rd, so stick around. All right, guys, before we jump on this box office breakdown, if you are new to my channel, please do me a favor and get on down there and hit like and subscribe. And in addition to this box office breakdown, we do all kinds of fun stuff. I'll get out and about and do Blu-ray hunts. Tuesday mornings, I do a morning show. We do trivia contests. I'll go out and visit local exhibits and do full tours for you guys. And just hang out with fellow YouTubers and have a good time. All kinds of fun stuff like that. So if that's your jam, please consider hitting like and subscribe. Thank you so much. All right, now let's get to that box office. All right, #1. No surprise. I did predict this. I mean, it's hard not to. It's a brand new movie, and it's a family-friendly film. And it is Minions, The Rise of Gru. That's right, those little guys that love bananas. What the hell was that? Took the top of the charts there with $108.5 million at the box office to claim #1. So kudos to those Minion dudes over there. My daughter went and saw it with a friend of hers, and she said it was good, except she felt that it was a half and half, too much Gru and not enough Minions. Whereas like the first Minion movies, it was all Minions with a little bit of Gru at the end. So even though it's like Minions, Rise of Gru, it was really like Rise of Gru with some Minions. So if you are expecting as much Minion as was in the first film, according to them, there's not as much as they would have liked. So, but it was still good enough to rock the box office this weekend at #1. At #2, man, still flying high is that Top Gun Maverick. Yep, Tom Cruise still killing it with another $25.5 million. That is only a 13.7% drop from last week. That is phenomenal. Tom, what are you doing? You got some secret sauce in that movie or something, because it is just doing great, breaking all kinds of records, deservedly so. I'm very pumped for that film. So #2 spot, it just held right there. And as predicted, because things tend to get cut in half each week unless you're Top Gun Maverick, Elvis did fall to the 3rd place this week with another $19 million. So, the king is slowly dropping, but that's to be expected because Elvis is a demographic of older people. So they all en masse went out mostly last week. And I think the appeal for Elvis will start to wane as the summer continues. Now, the dinos are still in the top 5. Jurassic World Dominion brought in another $15.6 million at the box office. Good enough to keep it up there at #4. #5 is The Black Phone, that great little horror thriller with Ethan Hawke that brought in another $12.3 million at the box office. So that's doing pretty well for that film. It made a little bit over $47 million so far. So horror is still very viable even in the summer. Doesn't have to always be around Halloween. I think the horror community is always hungry for a good horror movie, and I hear that one fits the bill. All right, that is your top 5. In the bottom 5, getting lower and lower, is Lightyear. Definitely not a smash hit for Disney Pixar, which they are definitely used to having. It only brought in another $6.5 million, so that kept it at #6. At #7 is another new release, second one on the list, is Mr. Malcolm's List. That brought in $851,000 at the box office. #8, Michelle Yeoh still kicking it with Everything Everywhere All at Once with another $551,000 At number 9, we got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which is also having nice life on streaming. It brought in 390,000. And rounding out the top 10 was my favorite title of last week is Jug Jug Geo. Just love that. Makes you smile when you say it. Is 308,000. So that is your top 10 for the box office of the weekend of July 1st through the 3rd. So that is going to do it for now. Here is your top 10 one more time. And now let's head over to your favorite streaming services and see what's number 1. All right, let's get things started with Netflix. Apparently, people wanted to sing and dance with their families because Sing 2 was number 1 with the movie audience on Netflix. But I have to sidetrack and just give a quick shout out to Stranger Things Season 4 Part 2, which dropped, I think it was on Friday. We've already binged both episodes. There's 2 episodes, but they were epic in length. It was like an hour and a half and then 2.5 hours. Watched the whole thing. It was absolutely phenomenal conclusion to that season. So good. I don't know if you guys are Stranger Things fans out there, but we are in this house, and it was absolutely epic. Oh, it's just so good. So much happens to all these characters all the time, and you just grow to love them. So, did you guys watch Stranger Things? Let me know. Okay, let's move on to HBO. Over on HBO, we have Father of the Bride. That was number 1 over there. That's the reboot, remake, whatever you call it, with Andy Garcia and Gloria Estefan. Still topping the charts over there. So it's, found a really nice audience there. On Disney Plus, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness sticking to the number 1 spot there. And over on the TV side, Obi-Wan Kenobi still doing great. Are you guys watching that? What do you guys think of Obi-Wan? I thought it was pretty good. It took a little getting going there. It was like a slow roll, but, it finally got going a little bit there in the middle. On Amazon Prime, we have Marry Me. There's that movie again with Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. That's always popping up a lot. Number 1 there. On Paramount Plus, we have Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. Oh my God, it's a hilarious title. Number 1 over there. And tangent over onto the TV side, I just have to give a quick shout out to Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Man. Saw an episode this weekend. I don't know if you're a Star Trek fan or not, but still, if you're not, there's an episode. It was heartbreaking. Or heartwarming, or whatever you want to call it. It was just so emotional with this one. It was about a father and a daughter, and I was just in tears. It was so well done. So well done. So Star Trek Strange New Worlds, if you haven't had a chance to check it out, and you like sci-fi and you like good storytelling, this is the one to see. Of all the Star Trek shows, this would be the one I would tell you to watch, even if you're not a Star Trek fan, because I think that would be the one you would enjoy. All right, let's keep rolling here. On Hulu, we got Venom Let There Be Carnage at number 1. Another Marvel product over on Amazon, the paid portion, was Morbius, number 1 over there. And on iTunes, we have Nick Cage and his unbearable weight of massive talent, number 1 over there. And doing double duty on both Google Play and Vudu is that lovable little hedgehog, Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog Part 2 took number 1 there. Guys, that is going to do it for your number 1s on all your streaming services and your top 10 at the box office. Again, if you are new to my channel, first of all, thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I really appreciate it. If you dug this and all the other kind of things that I do on this channel, please consider hitting like and subscribe. Smash that notification bell so you get notified the next time I do my next video. Thank you again for checking this out. So until next time, whether you're a moviegoer, a stay-at-home streamer, or a lover of collecting physical media, get out there and watch some movies.